The 2022 Scrambler line announces its intentions like the opening chords of a rock anthem, loud and proud. The 1200Z is a machine that emphasizes the joy of riding and encourages owners to push the motorcycle to its absolute limit. As such, the 1200Z is a thrill to ride, and despite its scrambler design philosophy, this bike shares a great deal in common with other popular segments including supermotos. In fact, we go so far as to label this a supermoto on steroids. Like a supermoto, the 1200XE stands tall yet feels light and nimble, especially when flung into quick corners. And with a 1200cc liquid-cooled parallel twin that cranks out 89 horsepower and 81.1 pounds-foot of torque, the XE has an XL engine, compared to most supermotos. So, from a ride standpoint, the XE's closest competitors are supermotos, but the Triumph benefits from a much larger engine. This enables a rider to always have plenty of power in reserve for off-the-light acceleration or highway cruising, where most supermotos are out of their element. The Scrambler 1200XE is definitely one of those motorcycles a rider should throw a leg over before buying, and the primary reason for that involves the ride height. The Triumph spec sheet claims the saddle sits 33.1 inches off the ground, but that number fails to capture just how high that saddle feels in the real world. The ground clearance is on par with some ADV and dirt bike options, and the stock skid plate offers additional protection. That ground clearance also allows for some spirited cornering, as the hard parts are too high to drag. We're not talking knee-dragging cornering, but you can throw a leg out and lean the bike over like a flat tracker. The Scrambler 1200XE comes with cutting-edge tech, including the best dash I've encountered on a new Triumph. Where other Triumph displays can feel cluttered, the one on the 1200XE was easy to navigate and understand. The multifunction TFT display offers two preset designs, including a digital and analog setting. Both presented clear information and were easy to use via the handlebar controls. Those same controls enable the rider to select from 6 distinct riding modes: road, rain, sport, rider configurable, off-road and off-road pro. With inclement weather in the area during our tests, we did have a chance to try the rain mode, which reined in acceleration a fair bit. Otherwise, we spent most of our time in road and sport, and we found both allowed for more enthusiastic riding. As for the ride, once in the saddle, it is a comfortable place to be. The handlebars are 35.6 in wide and provide plenty of leverage. They come standard with a set of handguards that do their job well, but the levers felt a tad short. Riders with big hands and gloves may feel the rounded end of the lever impeding on their fingers, but an aftermarket set should correct that concern. The seat is plush and offers good support, and it is long enough to accommodate a passenger with ease. Just make sure to warn that passenger about the high mount exhaust. The suspension on the Scrambler 1200XE is superb. The system utilizes a Showa upside-down fork in front and Öhlins twin shocks in the rear. They both offer 250mm of travel, which allows the bike to absorb rough terrain without batting an eye. Yet, the system is sure-footed and never feels vague in corners. Riders have the option of adjusting the system further to best suit their skills and needs. Additionally, the Brembo braking system proves more than adequate, and the twin 320mm discs out front allow the 1200XE to stop on a dime.